And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Cultist Simulator. This is the fourth part of my first time playing this on stream. Just a reminder, this is my first personal run. I've watched one run all the way through. So the game is not completely unknown to me. I know some things about it, but I'm no way a master in it. And it also means I don't really know much about the game. So try to keep spoilers to a particular minimum. Hopefully you enjoy watching me muddle through it. But yeah, so you're trying to hire someone. I don't really want to hire anyone right now. Speaking as esoteric members to get more acquaintances to recruit. Painting our restlessness. I suppose I could have used that to recruit someone. Let's unpause, let time pass. So we found someone to recruit, so that's taken our passion. Okay. You want paint. We'll give you paint. We put a lot of effort into making this a potentially interesting painting. Way of the Wood. Oh, you want passion as well, and you just took my passion. I have no passion to give the Way of the Wood. Okay. Better not. Must be careful with the company I keep. Let's explore ourselves. Give some vitality. Picked up some fascination, which is not the best, given that we have this up at the moment. Acquired some funds. Acquired some mystique. A bunch of glimmering. The mystique we put into it originally in our exhausted passion. We go work for Glover. Streets strange by moonlight. I might have found somewhere unusual. Sometimes the light of the moon is key to other spaces. I found a place for a night or two. The streets curve in unfamiliar ways. If I walk here, I might find insights, or I might be touched by madness. Well, let's explore it. Okay, I need the vitality to clear that, but that's fine. No problem. Season of Silence. Waters of the woods run cold and deep and never clear. Go to memory alone will not take me there. I must engage my passion. Now I drift in other dreams. Find another potential acquaintance. Now have our passion back. Too late. I read Secret. And mystique. Continue attempting to recruit people. The gold must grow. Or at least have space for growth. The dream of the rain. The rain is coming. The right kind of rain. Visions pass me with the pay of grace. A window over wood, a garden of ice, a shivering sun, a woman of glass. I will return home with reluctance. Can I dream of you? Can I study you? No. You're only implying that I can only put you in. Or at least I can only put you in there. Wait until the dream is done. Made the wood. We got some contentment. No. So I'd have to commit to exploring you. We will explore you. Could actually use some dread to clear you. Subtle fracture. Clouds part, walls creak, old wounds ache. Sixth order influence, significant resonance for correspondences. This can be used in some rites to summon minions. Go to Moorland's shop and try to find another book. Subtle fracture. Use that to improve things. Not sure if I have the thing that it improves. Yeah, no, I... Guard have to have at least one of these aspects. That would be those aspects. Okay, so can't use that for the thing I want to use it for. Passion, so we found another person to recruit. Oh, in this case, reason, not passion. We found a patron. Find out which patron. Traveling at Night, Volume 1. The Annotated Dream Journals of Christopher Illoppy, sometimes called the Only Readable Occultist. Literate, entertaining, and bewildering. Okay, we will want to read that. Given time. We got enough funds. Let's go ahead and head back to the bookshop. While we're getting that book, we will read the book we've got. The wood lies outside the walls of the manses. As any student in history knows, the manses has no walls. Okay, time of dread. Be a little bit awkward because I want dread to get rid of my fascination, not get dread, but subtle flaw. Laces and coil, windows swing open, locks move as if oiled. So it's getting worse because we're not using it. It's not gone yet. A collection of essays. Studied in erudition. Okay. Our health back. I dream about the flaw. Take the occult scrap and go follow up on that scrap. Count Jennings. We can learn from each other. Count Gottlob Jennings represents a continental fraternity of physicians and duelists. He could use your assistance. Okay. Got a red secret back. Gained more mystique. We will talk to him to find out what he's looking for. Maybe we have it. Maybe we don't. Mission. Edge. Very substantial. Don't think we have that. Volume of Traveling at Night. So we got some erudition. And a barber's warning. Philip describes how he came to make repeated visits to the Dreaming Wood via what he calls silver dreams. Trying to think your way through the wood, he explains, is like thinking your way to being in love. But he did find a secret that helped. Okay, so that's implying that's a way beyond the wood. May need the upgraded version. Or there may have been a way into the wood. One of the two. If it's the way into the wood, it's just going to take us back into the wood again. So, more funds. Continue to work our job. The house of Mr. Strathacone will collect rare objects. Strathacone will not his treasures, but specifically cunning accomplice might gain entry. Balance down. Ooh, you found the moth for the lady. Time to level it up. Yeah, I need more moth. Okay, so we got another Strange by Moonlight. Let's explore the Strange by Moonlight. Some passion. Hold in there. Pulling us an acquaintance, okay. The waters of the wood run cold and deep and never clear. Rote memory alone, okay. That was not the path beyond the wood. At least not at that level. Okay, I got me this little subtle back here. That's not quite what I need at the moment. Into Moreland's shop. Some of our acquired funds. Nightmare, the Cleansing Dawn. Okay, so that's a concern. We've got one fascination in there. We're about to grab another. We need to find ways to clear that before we pick up a third. Bleeding Remembrance. Okay, so that'll clear one. Weak Thoughts. Okay, that's not going to become Dread because I don't have any Dread. Ballenston says, if I remember right, you can buy all of Moreland's books. Yes, there is a possibility to buy all of Moreland's books. I have been spoiled on that. Locksmith's Dream, a light through the keyhole. First volume of Teresa Glamour's Examinations of the Parallels of the Mystic Dreams of Artisans. A hanger on. Okay. So if I've got a restlessness I want to get rid of, we can hire some people. I don't have a restlessness I want to get rid of right now. We will continue looking for people. Let us send our pawn to explore the city. Hireling. I think the pawn's prone to finding hirelings. If I wanted to blow stuff up, we have a potential hireling. I'm not that interested in that at the moment. Oops, I forgot to put that back in. I have the passion. We'll just go pick for a job again. Buzzing in the brain. Definitely don't want that. Oh, actually, no. If the buzzing in the brain decays, it'll decay into a restlessness, and the restlessness will decay into a dread. I'm still going to pass on it. But we have a well. Vitality. Cloud's part, Fleeting Remembrance, which will actually help clear our fascination here. Oh, I probably want to stop collecting Mystique for the moment, so as soon as we're done talking to people, we'll stop for a while. Time and again, we hear of the wood which rises from the world's foundations. All trees reach for light. What does the wood reach for? Is there a difference between light and light? Think the key to the dreams of the wood might be one of these, the one that isn't exactly real. Erudition and a Watchman's Secret. Okay. So I now have 6 of the paths at the lowest level. 6 of the lores at the lowest level. Peculiar rumor. No, we will take a risk as well. Oh, the Viper. Okay. Back into the wood. Our passion will be ready by the time we need it. Can provide a restlessness, which is fine. Okay, so you finally cleared. Fleeting Remembrance. And you are giving me a restlessness again. That's fine. Neville, an acquaintance. This one is ready. Grabbing some of the Mystique, that's fine. Although, probably want him to run out of stuff eventually. So he goes away. And then we can do some more dangerous stuff. Buzzing and the brain. Let's gamble on the well. Doubling airs. I would probably prefer the brain. Remember, right? You can buy. I don't know. I've already read that one. Borderlands. Doubling airs. Neville, a believer. Into the wood. Go back to the wood. Another restlessness, which is fine. Clear that just by recruiting another one of our followers. Barrels or no? Okay, so in 60 seconds, if he doesn't find any more Mystique or any notoriety, he will give up the current search. So I have... What is that? I have Edge. knock, forge, moth, lantern, double forge. Yeah, double forge. And you're technically edge. Probably why he keeps finding my hirelings, why I sent him to go explore the city. Energy library. Found something noteworthy. Kitling Ripe and the Moldy Warp's Grave and other stories. A Lucius illustrated tome of loosely connected children's stories, collected by one N.K. Field. Few of them are remotely suitable for children. Study the book. The protagonist, a speechless cat thing called Kitling Ripe, performs a series of elaborate rites to rescue members of their extended family, culminating in the resurrection of her other grandmother, Moldy Warp. And a cold scrap. Use that to explore, which will do. You want reason. You're now looking for evidence. You're out of clues, it's evidence time. We have no evidence, so you should calm down. There is a chance they'll fabricate something from nothing, which would be a bit of a shame. Got some glimmering, which is not so useful, and a wood whisper. Which is actually what I need. Ooh. So when I have some time, we will get that commission complete. St. Ange's Hospital. They did good work here once. Certainly there were a few too many amputations, but then there are individuals one would prefer not to walk in the city streets. You two had amputations. Okay, now we can be a bit more notorious. On that note, back to talking about the things one should not talk about. Isn't Agus pronounced Agnes? Maybe. I have dyslexia, so I will pronounce things wrong. Be aware of that. I try my best. So you want some attention? We'll give you some attention. Although we're gonna potentially skimp on your job for a moment. Okay, so let's study some health because I need some vitality. Oh, I have some. Oh no, the vitality is gonna wear off anyway. So that's part fleeting remembrance. Let's take the gamble following up on right over. It's probably not going to find what I'm looking for. Not sure what I'm looking for. So, all the more reason not to find it. Peculiar rumor. I think I could use that to be more likely to find an acquaintance, but we'll pass on that. I get a peculiar rumor. Okay, so we're going to probably try to follow up on that. So many things rise from the well in the wood. Last night I was a swarm with wormy roots. The trees clustered and whispered. Perhaps they were welcoming the influx. I found a sleeping soul ensnared in the roots, and I helped them struggle free. When they wake, they will recall my face as I do theirs. Okay. Okay. 57 seconds before they're going to want me back. I might not make it back in time. We have other useful things to do. We're going to work on this commission. Yeah, we're not going to be back in time, so we're going to have to go beg for a job. That is fine. We're doing a different job. Contentment. Okay. Oh, you're not going to be ready in time. I follow up on the peculiar rumor. Sure. May find someone who will hear what I have to say. I'm assuming I had to speak, but that might be the wrong way around. Might have been you need to put it in there the entire time. Okay. Okay, so you're back. That's fine. I haven't managed to pick up any notoriety or mystique in the meantime. We'll take the cold scrap. Yeah, I got some mystique. It's gonna be around for another 60 seconds. And we knew we were gonna lose our job, that's fine. We've got our substantial investigation here. Porter, an acquaintance. And of course, we're gonna talk to you about the commission. Here is your manuscript. I have what was requested. And of course, I got more mystique. I've received currency of the secret world, and my patron has let tantalizing information slip. Limerang. A little bit of bronze Pintra. And she's on cooldown. In 2 minutes, we can talk to her to get another commission. Claire, an acquaintance. And notoriety. Okay, so that's some bad timing. Could be worse timing. It should have impact. Squirrel it away so you can't find the notoriety. It's probably going to make more notoriety, so if it doesn't hold it long enough, it's going to be a problem. Trembling the air. Don't want fascinations. Paint. Sure, I'll give you some paint. Yeah, it's probably not going to hold it long enough. Quality materials for quality work. Finished for quality work. Something special, it may provoke a reaction. Provided more mystique. Okay, so it's tied up for the moment. Funds, it did sell. Recent work is considered significant, you may earn a living from this. Nothing is certain. We got more mystique. Some contentment. Got our glimmering back. Skills back. The notoriety came back. Our passion is exhausted. Okay. Oh, I should use the occult scrap at least while we're in it. Okay, grabbed some more mystique. You're ready, so let's go talk to you. Worst case scenario, I think I can always throw a pawn under the bus. Very substantial. Level 6, we don't have that, we got level 4. So we have another commission. What world is this? It's Fleeting Remembrance, okay. Okay, I'm gonna get fired again. That just is as it is. Because I'm gonna try to squirrel the notoriety away. Gonna hide the notoriety in here with a passion. And then for inspiration, I'm going to use one of these fleeting remembrances. Should have an impact. A mood piece. The Forsaken Reach. This place merits closer investigation. Along the gray banks of the rotting river, a warehouse waits. Perhaps have identified one where unusual cargo is stored. You have found all the expeditions in the capital, although you can find and visit the Reach multiple times. Okay. Go ahead and feed some paint into that. I can do with a little bit more fun, so let's actually go to the auction house. We haven't been there in a long time. Well, we haven't been there at all. We've just found it. Attend the auction, Oriflammes. We perch on an alarming rivet-belled chairs and windowless auction rooms with vivid burnt orange walls, waiting for an auctioneer to announce what he is offering. The reek of new paint makes the brain spin. Hit start to see what's on offer, or add an item you'd like to sell. We're gonna sell the bronze Spintra. Sell with caution. There's no way to get it back. That's fine. All conviction. The world goes away. Finished for quality work. Exceptional work. This is something special. It may provoke a reaction. The auctioneer gavel bangs. My item has sold for 4 funds. Good. Let's go to the shop. Providing some funds. More funds. It did sell. My recent work is considered significant, yet I may yet earn a living from this, but nothing is certain. Some contentment, glimmering, mystique, floating reminiscence. Got our skill back. Our passion exhausted for the moment. Our notoriety, more importantly, is back. Ah, pulled the notoriety instead of the mystique. That's not great. The Skeletal Songs, Poems of Greedy Delight, composed by possibly pseudonymous Arobellum Dusk. The rumored heiress turned madame turned poetess. I have enough fun, so let's go 5 more books. That's part. Big rinse, okay. Wrapped in King. Detailed accounts by James Colin Murphy of The Secret. Bacchanals, and aesthetic dances. Observed in necropolises and the graveyards in southern Europe, in Egypt and in Anatolia. The author is self-confessed ghoul, an eater of the buried flesh. He claims to have witnessed the dances while at his feastings. Okay. That's the only evidence, so it's going to produce some evidence. And then it'll go away for a while. I now have 2 red secrets. Red secret with a red secret. Certain words beg to be spoken. It is tempting to spend time in the consideration. Tempting and perhaps useful. There we go. Oh, it's safer now. Considering the evidence. My adversaries not enough evidence to bring a case against me, and they found no new clues. Earn the notoriety. Interesting. Well, let's head back into the wood. Yeah, head back into the wood. We need better smith, but we're gonna get some pretty nice rail here. Exotic cravings. What hunger drives us? A puzzle with missing pieces. I might find those pieces in odd corners of scholarship. Provide glimmering or use a sanctuary. I have a glimmering. Convenient. Restlessness. We will use this to recruit. This one is ready. An occult scrap. We found all the places for the moment, so this gold scrap is not as useful. I think that's leave with nothing, but I don't necessarily leave with nothing. Peculiar rumor, not quite what we want. But we'll go ahead and use it. Montclair, a believer. Montclair is quiet, meticulous, and remorseless. Back into the wood. That's going to provide more restlessness, which is not super great. Ride the Glimmerang. Ah, there it is. There it is. Is that it? You have resolved an intuition challenge. Into the night, wisdom is a country, and those are its maps. Solves all challenges on both fragments of lore to complete a research task. You can return to task later if you fail. Blinking the light. Now I understand. Okay. More restlessness. So let's just recruit another person. Order. Start with the cult. Cult goes in first. We're talking about the cult to Porter, using our restlessness as the trappings. This one is ready. Lovette, an acquaintance. Lovette is happy in a way that brooks no counter-argument to happiness. You might be able to recruit this acquaintance as your follower. And more notoriety, which is why we didn't necessarily want the rumor. There we go, that has been improved. I probably need a Glimmerang to upgrade this. So we won't immediately turn around and study it because I don't have a Glimmerang. Might even be Glimmering Lessons Learned. We'll gamble with Glimmering Lessons Learned by reading this poetry. You want some attention? There's your attention. Old, unhappy, far-off things. Okay. And Porter, a believer, applies his razors and his scissors to great advantage of his friends. Okay, so you're the same as Yesbet for the moment. So I've got 6 paths of followers. Don't have all the pets. Back into the potentially back into the wood. Don't want the peculiar rumor, so we'll gamble on the well. Vitality works. Honestly, I'm not sure the wood has anything I actually really want. It has stuff, which has potential use in and of itself. Okay, don't fascination, that's fine. Kona and Girth. Afsluk Grammar de Grechenstein Spash. A Greek grammar, an essential weapon for ferocious struggles with challenges of language. Okay. Okay, so one of the notarized is gone, but we've still got the other one still kicking around. Likely to potentially become a problem. Got a solution to that. We recruit someone. Okay. In case that is Glimmering, we're going to attempt to upgrade you. You might need a Glimmering, not a Glimmering Lessons Learned. Or may need something different entirely. Buzzing in the brain, that's not what we want. Go to the well. An awareness of appetite. I think maybe need the higher level version of that if we wanted that. Unflinching order is done. Lovette the Believer has been added. Is that a new path? Yes, that is a new path. So we have 7 of, I think, the 8 paths in our followers. Oops. Don't dream of passion. Use the passion to follow the path. Okay, that's going to provide another restlessness, which is not ideal, but it works. It's better than having a detective coming around. Wisdom is a country, and these are its maps. Solves all challenges of both fragments. You can return to the task later if you fail. Okay. The War of the Roads, 1450 to 1580, Censored Edition. Wiles Ford describes the War of the Roads, an event in a history other than our own in detail, but numerous pages have been removed. The name of the publisher is blacked out. An ominous slip stapled to the cover explains that Willis Ford has been excised. Okay. Provide glimmering or use a sanctuary. Well, a lesson learned work? No. And it will not demote for another 4 minutes. So we're going to fail here because I don't have the lessons learned. And I don't have the sanctuary. An example of the sanctuary would be if we bought out Old Moreland's shop and occupied it as our headquarters. That would be an example of a sanctuary, I believe. I definitely don't need another brewer. Word of truth. You know, we might as well follow up the Word of Truth while we're waiting. No one ever restlessness is going to wear off, so... Wrong way. The cult. The inductee. Restlessness. There we go. Okay, annoyingly my vitality is going to go away. Moth finds light in the dark, and so do I. So it's more moth. Pretty sure we have a moth. In fact, we have a lot of moth. Okay, so we got 6. We got 3 different moth people. Okay, so we're gonna wait until this turns back into glimmering. Let's study health, so we have the vitality to recover our health. Gerglin's Scratch. Here the Romans dug for silver until they reached unsanctioned space, where the names hid things not fit for sunlight. Many others have come since, even as the tunnels crumble. Some have never left. We want to get the dread. I think we'll be able to do that by hiring. In fact, we can hire a person right now. So, launching order. Person we're hiring. or recruiting into the cult. No, you want reason before you go away. There you go. In S. There we go. Here's our pawn. Pawn is of edge. Same as the other one. Okay. Weir Inn, on a glimmering cliff above a grey sea. Weir Inn squats until the day the sea comes for it. It receives few guests, fewer since the owner closed the notorious library to visiting scholars. Okay. So there's a library there we can go interfere with. Cloud's Part, Fleeting Reminiscence. Okay. I probably want to be finding more recruits. Let's go out and look. I wonder if Mr. Aldrin is claiming our work and overtime is his. Something must be done about this meddling man, says Twitch Chat. Twitch Chat's trying to goad me into killing a person and getting more notoriety. Work overtime. His insistence. Health back. That's good. Oh, and I should be studying something. Yeah, something. Let's get our Greek grammar understood. Another patron. A collection of essays. Improved my Greek. So we're now a Greek scholar. And we now have a glimmering, so we're going to attempt again to merge these. Solochan Amavesia, laconic, energetic, bright-eyed, unblinking owner of the Odysseia Club. So we found the club owner. Okay. We can learn from each other. Reason back. Get our warning back. And some mystique. Stubs are a cigarette. Yes, if you want to study the language with me, then yes, you can. Was there something else? Patron, Sanskrit scholar, tutor. Do you have something else? No. Maybe not. Keep the position, blubber going. Okay, so we're gonna have a challenge. We think we can clear that with the glimmering. Do I have enough essays to upgrade my reason? Probably. We can check that when I have free study time. The Humors of a Gentleman. Samuel Savage, a satirical comedy on the intrigues of the ailing but cunning John Sonnet. His mistress, Mavalion, and her lover, Leo. And an upstart, Corvino. Okay. Oh, I have Greek, so I can translate that now. Okay, I've got lots of stuff to do studying with. Studying about. Okay, so now it wants something. In particular, it wants to glimmering. So there goes the glimmering. Okay, you're back, so we don't know it already. We have Mystique, so you're going to annoyingly hang around for at least 60 seconds. Extra. Is she disappointed? It's difficult to tell. Okay, so we've chatted with her. She doesn't want to give us a commission. And I don't really have the stuff to buy Sanskrit off of her. So, cool. Thank you. Ah, there it is. Is that it? You resolved an intuition challenge. Now I understand. Blinking in the light. It's going to give me a fascination. Not a fascination, restlessness. There's the Sanskrit reader. So yeah, really other than just talking to her about stuff to hold on to things, I don't think we need to actually interact with her too much. So we're definitely going to want to read that eventually. There we go. Delightful sacrament. So pleasant upon the ear, one could listen over and over. These are the words that make sacrifices sweet. Uses with a Byzantine tinct and a moth influence, or other resources of equal power, to summon a raw prophet. Is this a path? It does not say, but it probably is not if it does not say. And then we had a question, do I have enough to upgrade my reason? 3 lessons learned, so yes, if I were to read them all, we would have enough. It would be tight, but it would be doable. So we will start it. So you should go away in 30 seconds. If you want reason, that's fine. We've gained another pawn. I should be looking for more hirelings, or more recruits to the cult. Don't have the stuff to cause fascination, so that's fine. The weird detective is calmed down. Prove my reason. Possibilities. Okay. Tonight is the dream of the labyrinth of doors. Way to the wood. Must engage my passion to other dreams. The waters of the wood run cold and deep and never clear. Must engage my passions, now drift into other dreams. The dream of doors. Tonight is the dream of the labyrinth of doors. Okay. Okay, got my restlessness, so that's definitely not the path forward. I will probably need to paint it away. An acquaintance? The wrong kind of attention. Okay. What is that? It's fitting room. You want reason. Okay, so we're gonna miss the window for getting rid of restlessness the way I was planning. I will not have time to paint it. It will turn to dread before then. Night lesson. Read the next book. Okay, so you're gonna go out of the way. That's not a problem. Got a dread, so we can get contentment to get rid of that. That would be a deal. You. Okay. And then we're gonna send you with a fund. So we can try to get a contentment. Get rid of the dread. Fascination. That was the... Oh, got contentment as well. Okay. I'd rather use the dread to get rid of the fascination, which is what we'll do. We're a detective. Has no evidence to consider. Aunt Caro, an acquaintance. She sells herself and earns a living as a stage medium and fortune teller. She may have deeper talents. Going to be Miss Mystique. That's fine. Proved my reason is what we needed to prove our scholarship. I will grow wiser yet. Cravings. What hunger drives us? The air is curdled now. I am home again. In this lump of flesh. Better, perhaps. Yeah, that's going to work on giving us... Oh, found in the patron. And that's going to give us another restlessness. We can use to recruit Cat Cario. When we're done recruiting the patron. The Horace Book 1, in Latin, a 19th century reprint by the indefatigable Nathaniel Darcy Evers, a 14th century Latin translation of a 4th century work. Okay. And there we go. Skill. Profound scholarship. Some more reason. Exercise the mind, wisest. My mind is a paradise of mirrors, in which all things are clear, even those things I might prefer not to see. And on that note, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and put a part break in. Got a first-time chat for Marvine11, viewers on the stream promotion bot TG. Okay, that's... Okay, we got someone trying to... presumably a bot trying to sell bot views. Not really what I would ideally, but okay, not stream. But yeah, so this is where we're going to bring this part of the stream to a close. If you're watching on YouTube, we are going to have another part tomorrow. Because we're going to record one more part tonight, so you can expect there to be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break here to go and replace my cup of tea. And then we will record one more part tonight. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. We got 344 for our stats. We're keeping our money up. And we're up to the 3rd level on our Grail. It's maybe not the way we're trying to win, but it's a start. And to be fair, we got some decent resources. So I think things are going well. So if you're watching on YouTube, we'll have a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We're going to take a short break here, so I get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea, and we'll replace my tea, because my tea is about to disappear. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time, and bye for now.